Yeah, I was curious about whether you guys were gonna bring or pop on here with the actual Deca Gear headset. So
Yeah, okay, so we knew that that's going to be the first question.
right? Oh, you figured?
Yeah, of course. We could predict it, yeah. But yeah, eventually, basically, the Deca Gear right now is still in development.
Okay.
So one of the major things that is right now not connected to the main board is the microphone, which will make this interview a little bit hard to do.
Right. I know it's been a project for a while, but in terms of just publicly knowing about it out of nowhere. So who are you guys? You know, what are your backgrounds? You know, we could start with Daniel over there.
Yeah, so we came out of nowhere, but we are, you know, we feel real people. And,
not robots.
Deca Gear, for us, it's not a new thing. It's a journey that started 3 years ago. And every long journey starts with one small step and another one. And we are marching since then. And progressing one bit at a time, one piece at a time, just progressing with this journey. The public exposure was not really planned. It came by coincidence, although it's very flattering for us to get this exposure and support from the community. I'm focusing mainly in software business, putting a lot of my energies in the last 2 or 3 years in artificial intelligence, in various perspectives, computer vision, blood analysis, facial expression, tracking technology. So AI is really a very surprising piece of technology. It surprises us really in every field that we apply it. The results are surprising. And, you know, this is what brings me to Deca Gear.
Let's see. And let's see the other two. Go ahead and introduce yourself real fast.
Okay, so my name is O. I started Deca, which is Megadodo Games, 2.5 years ago with Off here near me. And basically we wanted to do something new in VR. We wanted to do something not exist, okay? So something that we can play together, something that is out of the movies, basically after we saw Ready Player One.
Definitely, yeah.
So we decided to do, yeah, totally. So we decided to do something that is going towards multiplayer, which we believe is going to be the future of virtual reality. Of course, it's already the future of gaming. Before that, I was totally off virtual reality, like not even close. I was in fintech, which is finance technology, also involved lots of AI and data analysis, which also applying here in what we do. And before that, I was in advertising on the internet. And yeah, and that's it.
Nice.
Yeah. Off.
Okay. So, my nickname is Off. Yeah, it's a weird nickname because it's supposed not to have meaning. But I work with all since the start of this project, and mostly I'm doing machine learning tasks. So anything that's is basically AI.
Right.
Like face tracking, controller tracking, and finger tracking.
Oh, perfect.
All those things. And some Unity project is for demoing all these features. Yeah, but I'm the software lead here. So,
okay, cool. So it looks like we got a nice wide range of people to talk to and answer questions today. That's actually perfect. So where are you guys located? I know you guys you said you're decentralized, so you have people kind of all over the place working together towards your goal.
Yeah, we have, right now we have 2 offices, which we basically rent and employ people, which is, one is in Bangkok, where we are right now. We have another office in Sao Paulo in Brazil, where we have a big part of development team. We have the 4 guys that they are expert in machine vision. Other than that, we have around 10 guys that working from home. So that's the offices.
And like in terms of the general team, do you three or anybody really in the team have large backgrounds in VR hardware development before or other hardware development? Or is this kind of a new venture?
Okay, so hardware as hardware is a
Right.
new venture for us. We have also upstairs here Timothy, which is our hardware lead. It's not new for him, but for us it's new. For the, let's say, for the founders here, it's new. We are all gamers before. We are all
Right.
in love with the game, you know, in general, whatever it is, from Fallout to whatever.
We come from the business of creation, and we have experience in working environments that are multidisciplinary. So it's not only environments that have one of the same type, but many different expertise that need to somehow gel together and deliver a working system. So we have this experience of multidisciplinary R&D teams. And I think this is what the important thing that guides us here. It's not about if you have an experience in a specific field or not. It's today it's more a question of how can you bring all the expertise together and make them communicate to a single solution.
Okay, so tracking quality and the tracking methods. You guys are using, inside-out tracking, obviously. Is there something you guys want to mention about the tracking methods? Is it similar to Oculus and the way that they do theirs and the light emitters, or how exactly are you guys accomplishing the inside-out tracking? And what sort of precision can you expect out of the controllers versus something like Oculus Touch controllers?
Yeah, this is off, and I'm going to plug the headset. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, no problem.
Be in 1 minute. I'm back.
It's not a reverse engineering of another system. Yes, it's inspired in a way. There is some inspirations that were adopted, but it's an original work and on an original technique.
Right.
The tracking should work like for people who play Beat Saber very fast. Like go to see them very seriously. They're moving too fast. Like maybe twice my fastest speed. So I
Right.
have to. That is going to be supported.
Nice. So I'll talk specifically about VR chat people right now, and not just VR chat people, but anybody that's interested in like full body tracking, right? That's something that I really enjoy and I love, and it's a big reason why I love laser tracking right now, because it does full body tracking really good for really cheap. I don't think there's been many times in history where you can get full motion capture that's this accurate for a total of, including base stations, like $600. Pretty awesome. I know you guys have the hip tracker, but that's not that's definitely not going to function as something close to full body tracking, right?
Yeah, you're not going to have a positional data from the Deca Move unit, okay?
Right.
But the Deca Move is going to give you a full rotational with no drift data, which is it's much better than nothing on the hip.
Totally.
So the issue with the leg tracking right now is that you need an external device, either if it's the
Totally.
Lighthouse, okay, or it's a camera like with the Kinect. But you need something external. You cannot see the legs from the headset. We are not looking into it right now. It took us long time to get to where the Deca Move, even if it's a simple device, let's say first-person shooters, okay, it's a good example. First-person shooters in VR right now, they are really crippled. If you
I agree. Yeah.
compare it to Fortnite, for example, okay, they're running forward, someone shooting from behind or from the side. So now I'm looking who is shooting on me, and I'm starting to move to different directions. I'm all confused, and I'm pretty much dead. Okay, so that's exactly where the Deca Move is coming in. Okay,
Right.
Moving direction is not affected anymore by your controllers or by the headset.
Right, and I'm a
And this
huge
is the
fan
new
of that,
thing.
because I hate whenever I hop into a game and then it's like its very first setting is hand based locomotion, and I turn that off right away because that actually kind of makes me a little sick. But head locomotion is what I usually use, but it's still not a perfect solution.
limited.
The hip is really a great way to do it, is have a fourth point to track off of to give the game. Yeah, exactly. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
and it's real. We just decided a couple of weeks ago that we're also going to release it as a standalone product, which means
Definitely.
that if you're going to have the Valve Index or whatever you're playing with, you can get the Deca Move. The games need to support that. There's many questions that we get in the Discord channel, so yes, the games have to support that. It's something happened to our software lead. Okay, it's back.
Yeah, you flew to the Matrix
so
for a
yeah, the
second.
game,
click one button nè.
never do it in VR. Off. Never do it in VR.
Quantum off.
Yeah, you can disappear. So the Deca Move, if it will be a standalone device, we think it can help a lot to games like Pavlo VR, okay, or Population 1, of course. Players can be better. That's it. If
Right.
they can be better, they will play more and more the games, and more games will come to this medium, the VR. And that's it. That's the Deca Move. That's let's say this is the base, the reason which we decided to develop the Deca Move.
I want to talk about the head strap audio. So we were talking earlier about how I slam on, no pun intended about slam and Oculus and whatever rooms, but I slam on the Quest and Rift S and Quest audio solution all the time. Not that it's inherently that terrible. It works. But I'm probably spoiled by something like the Index audio or the older Rift CV1 audio, with it has really great spatial audio. Versus head strap audio, just it doesn't do it as good, because you have two ways.
Yeah, it's a 1 centimeter speaker. Yeah.
Right, and you have video, and like right now in VR, we can't smell, we can't feel, we can't taste, but we have video and we have audio. There's two ways to immerse you in a VR game or experience. And if the audio is lacking, then you're kind of missing out on, I don't know, maybe 20% of the experience. So what's the audio like, and what are you expecting? I know I saw some sort of head strap audio solution.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, before we go into the audio head strap, you have an audio jack in to the headset. So you can plug in your own,
you put in any headphones, yeah.
You can put any headphones and you're happy. The reason we decided to put in-strap audio is not expensive.
Right.
Let's start from that. It's not expensive, and it's today you have pretty much every year it's getting better and better. You have more the problem is usually with the low frequencies, okay, which is the bass, mid to bass.
Right.
And so we are investing in the latest speakers right now, and we also created a small subwoofer box, okay, very small. Yeah, imagine like something like that look like a cent.
Right.
And it sounds good.
That's great news.
Cool.
I want to tell chat real quick. You guys aren't looking to really launch until like middle of next year. So I see some people skeptical about you guys don't even have which processor you're using or whatever, this or that. But you guys have time. You guys have a device that does work, but you're taking your time before you start manufacturing.
If we want to launch it mid of next year, we basically need to order the BOM around January 2021.
Right.
Okay. And this is regardless. One second. This is regardless to the software development. The software development is something that can continue to get evolved during this time, but the BOM have to be out in January 2021.
So the $10 was more of an interest engagement or gauge material. So like, okay, what about the Kickstarter? So you guys are doing a Kickstarter, right?
No.
You guys are not doing a Kickstarter?
No, not yet.
Not yet. The Kickstarter is not live, obviously, but in the future, you guys are going to do a Kickstarter.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, okay.
There's a good chance. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything bad about Kickstarters.
No, it's every company can do Kickstarter. It's like it's what every company basically have, but it's you do it once. You're not going to do it a couple of times, and it's also about making the attraction. The Kickstarter, in our case, because it's a complicated product. It's expensive product. You know, the BOM
Right.
cost is expensive. It's we're talking about a couple of hundreds. So we don't think that we're going to get 20 or 30 million dollar in Kickstarter, but if we want to have let's say if we want to have a serious production batch, the Kickstarter is going to be part of the investment that's going to happen here in the company.
Like, what about future projects? I know you guys are working on, obviously, full wind right now, full sails ahead on Deca Gear and getting that going. Is there any far-off projects that you guys imagine wanting to do? I know you talked about other biometric trackers and other things for the headset.
Other projects that we are working on right now, which are in parallel to the Deca Gear, is something that right now we call Deca Space. And the thing about Deca Space is a framework. There's no UI like VR chat, okay? It's not a game. It's basically a system, a packets of data that you can send from game to game. So you, as an avatar, can jump from Pavlo VR to VR chat. Okay?
Right, it's like a hub world between launching games, yeah. Finger tracking on the controllers. That's what I love about the Index. It's part of the reason why I have a hard time switching from the Index. So finger tracking on the controllers.
Oh, you demonstrate the Index.
Right, so we're talking about being able to do things like this. Yeah, well, you probably can't see my hands, but...
Yeah. Oh, what do you say about the finger tracking?
Okay, so for the finger tracking, I don't think it's a difficult thing. For us, for our tracking system, it will be similar to the index, where it automatically figure out your finger size, your finger width, your finger length. So anyone, when you grab the controller for a few times, the system will work with your fingers.
Have you guys done laser tracking much, or is there a particular reason why you do not do laser tracking? I know it's very expensive. We're talking about like base stations and how the index.
There's lots of advantages to the inside-out tracking, and now it depends: is it good enough? If people think it's good enough, and I personally think it is, I think this is the way to go, and that's also why we decided not to go with SteamVR Lighthouse.
Yeah, is there any final words? Anything at the end?
No, Trill, thanks for having us.
Of
can
course.
come every day, basically.
Here, I'll give you the honorary. I've already done it once, but this is, I see you guys are white users, so like, welcome to VR chat. I'll give you the honorary head pat. You can't see me, I'm a robot for you, but there you go. Here's
okay, thanks.
Here's another one.
Oh, now
there you go.
I can see.
Yeah.
Where's the third one?
So, welcome to VR chat, my friends. I see you guys have VR chat in your marketing, and I'm sure everyone in VR chat appreciates it. Oh, I just smacked a monitor. That's sweet. So thank you guys. Chat, make sure everyone says thank you to the Deca Gear guys. It was a blast talking to you guys, blast learning about everything. I'm going to go finish up this stream, and then I'll be in contact with you guys. But yeah, give me a little high five.
Okay, guys.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Hey.
All right, cool. I'm going to go bust it out of here.